Hi friends, welcome to Pavan Visual Media and Info Services. As a part of series of lectures on finite element method, this is the lecture 3. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss about the strain displacement relationship. So in the last video, we discussed about the types of loading that we considered for the analysis purpose, and at the same time we also discussed about the induced stresses in the body with application of frictional loads. So the induced stresses are we classified 3 normal stresses, 3 shear stresses. Normal stress in the x direction sigma x, normal stress in the y direction sigma y, normal stress in the z direction sigma z. Similarly, tau xy, tau yz, tau zx are the shear stresses in xy, yz and zx planes respectively. With that basis, we are going to discuss about the strain displacement relationship matrix. So the diagram, the 3-dimensional unit cell with application of with the induced stresses as shown in the diagram. Now out of this diagram I am taking the one particular element because I am going to derive the relationship in 2 dimensions. So taking the one particular phase, that is in xy plane, and I am going to derive the strain displacement relationship in the strain in the x direction and related to how it is related to displacement, and strain in the y direction how it is related to displacement, and at the same time shear strain in the xy plane. So based on that I can able to conclude for the 3-dimensional case also. So let us start strain displacement relationship. So for the analysis purpose I am going to consider a 2-dimensional plane x comma y. In that I am going to take an element that is xy plane. So out of this diagram what we had in the 3 dimensions, out of the diagram on xy plane I am going to consider a plane ABCD, a face ABCD, which is length of the element in the x direction is dx, and it is having the y direction, it is a dy. These are the dx and the dy are the dimensions of the element. Now with the applications of loads, what happens actually, the body, the shape will be distorted. So it may be elongated in the linear direction, in the x direction, it may be elongated in the y direction, and because of this there may be shape distorted because of elongation in the x, y, z direction, shear stress may be induced. So it may be after the distortions, it may happens like this, this shape become like this. So this is B dash and C dash and D dash. So now I am going to consider the deformation in the x direction is u. Let us consider the deformation in the x direction, deformation or displacement in the x direction, deformation or displacement. In the x direction, that is x-axis, along the x-axis direction is u, small u, and in the y direction it is considered as v, small v. Okay, so with the applications of loads, this may be elongated, the deformation may be possible in the x direction is u, and deformation is possible in the y direction, it is v. Now what is the deformation in the x direction means? So the with the elongation of this element, the dx will become some change in the ds. Original length of the AB is dx. After the deformation it will become AB dash. So now deformation in the x direction, if you consider this one, this particular length along the x axis, it may be dx plus there may be change in the deformation, there may be change in the length dou u by dou x for a small distance of dx. So this is the elongation of the element length AB along the x-axis. Now similarly in the direction of y, it is also elongated like this. So it is, so here I am going to write this one. So dy, small deformation in the y direction, that is v. So dou v by dou y for a small distance of dy, there may be some change. So this one along the y axis, this is the along the x axis. Now because it is also elongated in the elongation is possible in the both xy direction, the shape of the element is distorted, and the shape is alpha, it is happened some the length AB has become like this AB dash, it is because of this one the shape is distorted, and this is the beta angle beta. Alpha and beta will give the distorted shape for finding the shear strain. So this particular length, if you consider, this is approximately equal to dou v by dou x, change in the y direction because of this change in the length for a small distance of dx. Similarly, this particular thing from here it is distorted. This one we consider dou u by dou y for a small distance of dy. Because of change in length, there may be some change in the y direction also. So because of change in the y direction, there may be deformation in the change in the x direction also. That we consider here. Now what is strain? Strain is nothing but change in length by original length. So now I am going to derive what is a strain equal to elongation by change in length by change in length by original length. What is a change in length? So that is from the diagram, this is AB dash minus AB, that is AB is the AB dash is the elongation of this AB, it is elongated to AB dash, and the original length is AB. So that is the deformed length minus original length will give the what is the change in length by original length is AB. Now we have to calculate what is AB. AB is nothing but dx. The original dimensions of the AB length is nothing but dx. AB dash we have to find. AB dash means, so for substituting here, I am going to calculate AB dash equal to, so I am applying simple mathematics because this particular length is available and this particular length is dx is available, the elongated length is available up to this particular length. So this particular length, now I can able to apply simple trigonometry, a dash b dash I can able to calculate square root of, so this particular length dx plus dou u x by dou x into dx whole square plus dou v by dou x into dx whole square. Because dou u by dou x is very small quantity, it's a square means again it is a minute quantity. Similarly, dou v by dou x also very negligible value, that square it will become still negligible amount. So after the simplification, it will be simply, it is after eliminating the small things in the expansion, the AB length AB dash is directly equal to dou u by dou x into dx. That's all. Because neglecting the all small quantities, and we'll decide this is the change in length because it's the negligible quantity. So now substitute in this equation strain in the x direction, strain, so this is the strain in x direction. So it is represented with epsilon x. Strain in the x direction is epsilon x. So this is the strain in the x direction, which is given by, that is a linear strain. This one is linear strain. So change in the x direction is epsilon x. Strain in x direction, that is a linear strain, epsilon x equal to change in length by original length, that is dx plus dou u x by dou u by dou x into dx minus dx by dx. So if we simplify this one, this particular thing will be cancelled here, and after the simplification again it will be cancelled. The epsilon x equal to dou u by dou x. This is the u is the displacement in the x direction. Epsilon x is the strain in the x direction. This is the strain displacement relationship in the x direction. Similarly, if you consider the strain in the y direction, y direction is, you can apply same analogy. So you can repeat this one. So simply it will be dou u by, or you can rewrite dy plus dou u by dou v by dou y in small distance of y minus dy by dy will give the finally dou v by dou y. This is the strain in the y direction. This is the strain in the y direction. Okay, so now I want to find what is the shear strain. Shear strain equal to shear strain in xy plane. What is the shear strain in the xy plane? What is the distortion in the shape of the object? So that is alpha plus beta. What is alpha? Dou v by dou x by dx will give the dou v by dou x. So that is alpha plus beta will give the shear strain. Because of this one, this shape is distorted. Shear strain is represented with gamma xy. Shear strain is gamma xy plane. On xy plane is gamma xy. Now it is alpha plus beta. The angle distorted is, so actually originally ABCD is the shape. Now because of the applications of load, it is, shape is distorted. Now the shear strain is, what is the change in this one, what is the change in this side? So total change is alpha plus beta. Now alpha equal to dou v by dou x into dx by original length, this one, this particular shape, that is if you dou v by dou x plus, and similarly in the y direction also, that is a beta if you want to calculate, dou u by dou y into dy by original length is dy, so that is dou u by dou y. This is the dou v by dou x. This is the dou u by dou y. Strain equal to dou u by dou x in the x direction. Strain in the y direction, epsilon y equal to dou v by dou y. So it is a reverse here. So gamma xy is shear strain in the xy plane. So this is the shear strain. So sorry. So that you can identify. So now I can extend this one if you, by these two relations. Once if you are familiar with the idea, what is the, how we can able to derive for the three-dimensional element. If it is a strain in the x direction is dou u by dou x. U is the displacement in the x direction. Similarly, strain in the y direction is epsilon y, that is a dou v by dou z. Suppose if it is a w is the strain in the z direction. So in the, suppose in case of 3D, this is for 2D. In 3D, so z direction, strain in the z direction is w, suppose say. So strain in the z direction can be written as, in case of 3D, I will write. So strain in the z direction is epsilon z, linear strain. These are linear strains. This is the shear strain. That is epsilon z, linear strain in the z direction equal to dou w by dou z. This is the similar analysis, right? Similarly, you will get two more shear planes here, shear strains here. Shear strain in YZ shear strain gamma in YZ direction is given by, YZ means X component may not be available. So dou V by dou W, you can write with a similar by observing this one, what is the equation that we are going to get, you can write. So dou V by dou W, dou V by dou Z into dou W by dou Y. This is the shear strain in the YZ direction. Similarly, shear strain in gamma XZ plane is given by XZ plane means dou U by dou Z plus dou W by dou X. These are the shear strain in the direction. For a two-dimensional case, these are the things. Strain in the x direction, linear strain in the x direction, linear strain in the y direction, shear strain in the xy plane. So these are the equations. So by similar analysis, you can extend this one for three-dimensional case. In that particular case, epsilon z is strain in the linear strain in the z direction, dou w by dou z. Similarly, dou u by dou x, dou v by dou y. So w is the strain in the deformation in the z direction, dou w by dou z you can write. Similarly, shear strain in the yz direction with the same the logic, you can write dou v by dou z plus dou w by dou y. Similarly, shear strain in the xz plane, gamma yz plane, that is gamma yz is the shear strain on the yz plane, xz plane, dou u by dou z plus dou w by dou x. These are the strain and displacement relations. So in case of 2D, dou u by dou x, dou v by dou y, gamma xy, dou v by gamma xy. These are the shear strain, these are the linear strains. In case of two-dimensional considerations. If it is a three-dimensional, so then epsilon x, epsilon y, epsilon z, gamma xy, gamma yz, gamma xz or zx. These are the shear strain, strain displacement relationship in case of 2D, and if it is considered for the third dimensions also, these are the things. So this is all about strain displacement relationship. So if you like this video, please share it to your friends and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.